So I haven't shown you yet this tree. Go straight up, lean back, and top third is going to go across the line there and into the creek. You're not allowed to do that, so they're going to follow this way. Put it, bit of a ridge right here, so I'm trying to put it right there. The butt's going to slide down way down there, but as long as it saves out, that's all that matters. Keep missing. Didn't slide over as much as I thought. I thought it was going to go shooting over that way more and then slide down past that stump. Now it's up in the air. Yeah, nicely cut up. You can tell I made my hole way too big. Overkill. I could have just cut down right here, cut in instead of doing the window I did. It's kind of how I do it for the big trees. Whoa. Yeah, it's kind of how I do it for the big trees, and I guess I didn't need to do it on this little one. Yeah, I should have just, instead of cutting down here, I should have just cut down right here and cut out a chunk. That would have been faster. Yeah, and this is where all that pitch was coming from. This crack right here. Look at that. Man, it sure is a strong smell. Okay, I gotta go buck that now. Okay, here's the next tree. And here's the sideline, just right there. Right there. And I got this root rod here right behind me, so I have no real good swinging room for the axe there. And so I did do it differently in this one. Oh, there we go. Might have to cut a little bit more. We'll see. Oh, it's too short this time. Okay. Okay. And not too much. Oh. Oh, geez. Okay, let's cut some more. Got it all nice and set it there nice and tight. Just cut out the middle there. Move my saw out of the way. Oh yeah, nice. Oh, I guess I'll show you first what I'm doing here. Okay, so there's a tree. See, there's roughly right in the middle. So it's not leaning too hard. It also has a bit of a downhill lean, and I don't want to put it anywhere from that stump to that stump, so I don't want to break it, because the stumps are growing on rocks, eh? So it'll break. And if I throw it down there, I have to throw it down pretty down. I have to angle it down pretty far to get below that stump. And if I do that, the momentum is going to carry this thing down to the end of the block, and it gets steeper as I get to the end of the block, so it might go shooting out of the block down the mountain. So I don't want to lose it. So what we're going to do, I'm going to throw it up high. I want to put it right in between that snag stump and that stump. There's the last tree I fell, I jacked. So right in there. That's the plan. Man, I'm hungry. It's already been like 5 hours since breakfast. Maybe I should use some wedges here. Yeah, these wedges sure help. Help the jack there. Should got a longer handle. Should have done. Just gotta wedge it all in the spot here. Yes. I just needed room so I could put 2 wedges in that spot. Because if it's too far over, then it's a terrible spot for me to wedge. So I wanted to get that wedge out so I could replace it with 2. Yeah, here we go. Almost. Oh yeah. Got real easy. Oh, it's gonna go. It's going. Yeah, I've jumped the gun there. Okay, well, a bit more. Yes. Yes. I guess I could have cut a little more on the low side there. Stayed right out. Oh, still broke way up there, but at least it broke where the limbs are, where the value of the wood is less. And a stump held it up too. Nice. Oh, got a bug in the eye. Bugger. Look. Hey, man. And you got a little rain coming. There's some blue sky over there, but there's some rain clouds above us. Okay, I'm gonna go fuel up and we'll go buck that one. So yeah, one quick thing is if you interested about this custom wedge, one of a kind wedges, designed it myself. I call them the PowerWedge. It's got a thinner taper, so it makes wedging easier, more lifting power. You can only get them at woodboss.ca. And then with this jack, this homemade jack here, so the springs are for, pull it down and to keep this plate on top. And also it's a homemade plate, and then I welded these little nubs here so they dig into the tree and it doesn't pop out, it doesn't want to slide out. Sometimes when you do your top or cut here, your back cut, sometimes it's, you know, slightly sloped, right? And if it's sloped like this a little bit and it's under like, you know, 20 tons of pressure, it could pop out, and if it gets in the face, you're done for. So you put these little nubs here to imprints into the tree there, and then it won't want to come out. Yeah. Okay, so we got probably the biggest cedar of the block, or at least my area of the block. Probably 5 feet. Yeah, about 5 feet, maybe a little closer to 6 maybe. So far today I've worked up on top of this ledge here. I was way down there. I opened it up along here and to the far side over there, down below the rock ledge there. And so I just spent the last tank in a bit getting all the small stuff, and then I'm gonna start working this way. So after I get this big cedar, I'm gonna drop down, and I can't remember if that fir over there is in or not, but if it is, I'll take it, and then I have to get all this little stuff, bring this up all the way up to about an angle like this, get everything, all this here down, and then I think this one here is leaning that way, so I'll dump that one that way. And then some more little stuff, a few smaller cedars over there, and then some more understory, some smaller stuff, and then I got these big ones all in here. Yeah, some nice tall big ones, but I'll have to get to that one on Monday. Like I said, it's Friday. And then on the far side over there, it's just a bunch of hair, just a bunch of garbage, and they ribboned it in. I don't know why. So I'm gonna leave that for another day. Yeah, so let's follow this cedar here. Looks like it's more or less straight up and down, not left or right. No lean to it, but it does have a bit of a lean downhill. Not much though. Yeah, not much. So if I do have to wedge it, it should be pretty easy. Yeah, that was easy. and quick. The new Hop Dot walker I saw, I put an 8.2 sprocket on this morning. Man, it sure cuts even faster now. Except I got it filed for fir, because if I'm just in cedar, if I'm just following lots of cedar, then I can take the rakers down a bit more and get more aggressive. But there's hardly any cedar in this block, so I'm keep my rakers a little high for the fir. So when I do get to cedar, it's not cutting as fast as it could cut, but that 8.2 sprocket sure helps, gets that chain speed going quite a bit faster. So it's quite nice. There it is. Let me just go like this here so you can see. Hold on a sec. There we go. Look at that. Hopefully my undercut's big enough. Perfect. Yeah, the others look bigger standing up. Odd shaped, eh? Look at that. Big flare. Yeah. Easy peasy. Nice. Worked out great. Sure helps having the PowerWedge. Forgot my tripod in the bag. Okay, I gotta go buck that now. Here, I had to do a 6-3 because that was the closest to the pivot point that wasn't in the dirt. I tried to go for an 8-3 and be right in the dirt there. Yeah, so, which is actually just fine because I can make a nice peeler out of this. Nice and perfectly straight, no branches on it. It'll make a nice peeler. That's what they make plywood out of, is wood like this. This will be turned into plywood. This piece right here, at least until you get to the branches. Then it's just regular saw log after that. But like I say, I don't have my tripod with me, set in my bag way over there, so I won't film it. I'll film the next big tree. The wind going against me here. Come on. Why are you going over here? What's going on? Right on. Last tree of the day. It was a stubborn one. Okay, cut some more holding wood up, I suppose. I'll buck her in the morning. Yeah, I was gonna time it and see how fast I could fall last tree of the day. And yeah, I left a little bit too much holding wood in hindsight. More wedging than necessary, I think. But went where I wanted to go. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, last couple days, I haven't really been filming the way I normally do. I've just been kind of reluctantly filming because it's kind of partly not in the mood, and partly it's, I don't know, it doesn't seem that entertaining. The ground's not that steep. The wood's fairly tall, but it's not that big, so yeah, I don't know. It'll probably be a mixed match of videos here. But anyways, that'll be it for this video. So remember to check out spinpan.com for the spin pan that I invented, and woodboss.ca for the power wedges. And I'll see you guys next video. I'm pooped. I got a long ways to get home now. It's like 12-hour days here. So at least we got some good weather to cut in. Anyway, I'll see you guys next video. Thanks for watching.